Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of Fade to Obsidian's Taylor Swift Ridiculous episode, where Crescent has no idea what the fuck's going on.
Hey.
Great.
Joined as always by
You're-
Skipper.
Yay, hello.
Yeah. And returning from 5 minutes ago, Jabs. Woo.
Welcome back, Jabs.
I'm here.
So, since we missed it at the beginning of part 1, who are you? Why are you Jabs? How did you get into Red Rising?
Yeah,
Oh,
tell us all the things.
Okay. Who am I? Like I said earlier in the last episode, for a long time on this show, I was known as Skipper's friend from Chicago. To the point that when I finally joined the den, I was like, I feel like that's going to be my name at some point.
It's just Chicago.
Yeah, Skipper's friend from Chicago. No, I'm Jabs because Salem said something about I'm quick. No, it's
Yeah,
witty.
it's your
It's
quick
like
remarks.
a rapier wit. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so, I
I think that
promise.
one's one of mine.
Isn't it?
So,
I like that. Thank you. I do. I love it. I really, really do. But I'm not as good. I feel like I'm much better in writing than I am talking. So, that probably doesn't translate here, which is why I
Yeah.
can't remember what my name is. Um, how did I get into
Yeah.
Red Rising? Okay, well, I mean, like the story of me getting into Red Rising is I just needed a new book one day, and I went from the beach to a bookstop in Michigan, and it was a staff recommendation. But the more interesting story, um, I think, because I've heard Skipper on the show describe, I think a couple different times how you got into it, which
Yeah.
was the day Golden Sun got out, and there was a guy who came to Indigo, and
Yep. Yelled it.
he was like frantic
Yep.
through a snowstorm. And my story about that day is that I was like driving through that same snowstorm, like 500 miles south, frantic to my Barnes and Nobles to go get Golden Sun. I was like, I remember it was like my lunch break, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to Barnes and Nobles through all of this crap. It's like a blizzard. But I did. I made it. I made it there and back. And then I don't think I did any other work for the rest of the day.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
love that for you.
But yeah, I like that before we even knew each other, like that
It's
snowstorm causing us the same problem
we have
on
so
different
many
ends.
invisible strings. So many
We do.
invisible strings bringing us together. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jabs is one of my oldest Howler friends. We met on Twitter. It was around Morningstar because I didn't go onto Twitter for Red Rising until he was coming to Toronto, and that's when I was like, I want to talk about how he's coming to Toronto. Like, I'm that person who didn't want to talk about the books. I wanted to interact with Pierce, and we connected
Oh,
through a group of friends. So
mhm.
yeah,
I did.
yep. Yep. So that's our sorry, love it. Thanks for joining us.
And now we're best
Yeah,
friends
thank you.
forever.
Now we're best friends. We're stuck. She's stuck with me. She's stuck with
Oh,
me.
Which one of you is Severo? Which one's Darrow? Actually, don't answer that. I know that.
Wow.
I was like, oh God.
It's fine.
I
Uh,
like how you could have asked which one of you is Mustang, which one's Victor,
yeah.
but no, you went with Zero and Severo, who are both like disasters in different ways. You knew.
Uh,
You
but
knew.
also, I feel like neither of us are Mustang. We're both Victra, so it's a problem
I
there.
can't
You
see
can't
you.
ask that question.
I feel like I'm for sure Darrow, but like, yeah,
Uh,
I'll take it. I'm definitely not Mustang. Mustang's like got her shit together.
yeah,
She's like doing fine all the
yeah,
time. Even when she's not fine, she's fine.
she's fine. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
All right, shall
What are we
we
doing now?
get in? Oh, so I'm gonna do my little disclaimer here. So if you have not watched part one, please go back and watch part one, in which we discussed Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morningstar. This episode is strictly for Iron Gold, Dark Age, Lightbringer, and then we'll do a little bit of the overarching themes at the end. We are recording this, and it is premiering before Tortured Poets Department, and therefore, because Roke does not appear in these books, we're not going to talk about it. Also, because we haven't listened to it. Also, there are just a reminder that there are many opinions of what Taylor Swift songs match what parts of Pierce Brown's books. No opinion is wrong. We all interpret both books and music in our own ways. So, if you are commenting, we want to hear what you think of it, but please keep it a friendly conversation in the comment section. If you are a Swiftie coming in on this episode, highly recommend you don't. Like, you're welcome, but you're not going to understand what's happening. But, like, okay. And finally, we are continuing our drinking game. So whenever Look What You Made Me Do, Don't Blame Me, I Did Something Bad, or Bad Blood are mentioned, take a drink. If Victra or Harmony are in the scene that is discussed, take another drink. 2 together, that's 3 drinks. We figured this out last episode. Go back and watch that. And we are pro using water for your drinks so that everybody makes it to the end of the episode. All right, without further ado, my least favorite book, Iron Gold. Let's get
That's
into
just your
it.
least favorite one? I don't know if I knew
don't
that.
like. Yeah, it's just like it exists. I
Yeah,
acknowledge
I
it,
agree.
but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Doesn't
say
mean it's not a good book.
it's not. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's still a great book. It's just not my favorite of the 6. It's my least favorite of the 6. Yeah. I wrote this. This is the one I wrote down originally as Reputation, but I think we had the earlier discussion of it's all Reputation. Reputation is going to be the overarching theme.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that's how it opens. Is like Darrow is like, guess what? I'm angry.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
Taylor's Reputation album. Hey, guess what? I'm very angry right now. So, yeah. It's the
Well,
whole
and
thing.
I think it opens with him ruining his reputation because he kills. Oh my gosh, Crescent! This is why you're
Wolfgar.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He doesn't
Glad to be of
listen
help.
to the Senate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He's angry.
He
He's trying to
does
take
his plan
off.
right away.
And yep. So, which, all right. So we're going to have 2 drinks, I think, here, because I think it's both Look What You Made Me Do of the killing and then Bad Blood, as he then is like Bad Blood with the entire Republic, kind of including Mustang.
Yeah, they do kind of have some bad blood at that point. That's
Because,
rough.
like, she
Yeah.
comes out and finds him and, like, basically is like, what are you doing?
Well, he lied to her too.
Yeah.
There's some shit going on, you know?
Yep.
This is another stay situation.
Stay. All of our stay songs, but they were all you had to do is stay, don't go. Yeah, I think there's quite a few for this one.
That's a lot.
Yeah. For me, both Iron Gold and Dark Age, I often forget what happens in which book, and I often forget what song is on Folklore and which song is on Evermore. So, in my mind, those 2 books work with those 2 albums. They're like
Folklore.
That's the thing in common is that we can't really give Swiss cheese brain about them.
I have such Swiss cheese about them. I'm like, where are we? What's happening? What's going on? We also get the breaking apart. Like, we get 4 different point of views, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing this, it was real hard to even remember that Lyria and Ephraim were, like, existed.
I like them. I don't think I wrote down anything for either of them. I mean, I have a page for Ephraim and Trig. I thought Cornelia Street was like a big one for them.
Yep.
I mean, we never see them like together, but
Yeah.
Ephraim is just he's in it. He's having a rough time.
Yeah.
I also love where you
Sad
left
boy
me
hours.
for him. Huh?
Sad boy
Sad-
hours.
Yeah, we were in the back. This is Cornelia Street. We were in the back seat, drunk on something stronger than the drinks in the bar. I rent a place on Cornelia Street. I say casually in the car. Like it does, and
For the
then
chorus,
I hope I would never lose you. I hope it never ends. I'd never walk Cornelia
yeah,
Street again. That's the kind of
yeah,
heartbreak time would never mend. I'd never walk Cornelia Street again. That's a
yeah.
good
No,
call out.
he hasn't done like anything that he used to do. He's not in the resistance anymore, or I don't know what they
Yep.
call it now. I forget. Republic. You know, he won't go back to Earth. He's on Mars. You know, there's like a lot, right? I feel like he's avoiding so
Yeah.
much, and he's fucking high. Like he doesn't even want to be in his own
Oh
mind to
yeah.
think about food. So yeah, that was that one got me.
Yep.
Yeah. I know it's a breakup song, but I also wrote down right where you left me because I feel like he really is like arrested in that moment until we get to Dark Age. I think he starts to grow a little bit,
Yep.
find a reason to be here again.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of skipped over all of Iron Gold. I have a few things, but it is all definitely to the end. So I will say that Tuck, Lyria, and Ephraim, I was rewatching Era's tour today, and the lyrics to The One fit the when Ephraim is being Philip and hanging out with Lyria.
Okay.
Because it's just like
Okay.
a casual vibe. I'm doing good. I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. Thought you saw you at the bus stop. I didn't though. Like I like the idea of like they're just casually hanging out. Um, I guess you
Yeah,
never
she's
know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have said like not in a lovey way, but like as a friend.
yeah,
And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. It's all right now. Like it's
yeah,
this like she gets hurt by him as a like it's he's the first one she trusts.
yeah, yeah.
And,
I'm with you.
yeah. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been
Oh
you.
yeah.
In my
And
defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. Like,
yeah,
it's just that, like, we were
he has
friends
no
and you.
yeah. And they go on that like, Gatsby lunch and
Yeah. Yeah, he
yeah.
teaches her to eat oysters. Like, they have,
Uh,
like,
all
that
right, I'm with you on
connection.
this.
Right?
I'll go with you on that. hmm I don't think I
Yeah.
wrote down one of them.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like Apollonius deserves something, but I forgot he existed until this moment. Like as I say, Iron Gold, I'm like, huh? What? What happened?
Uh,
This is one of a couple times I'm going to use this.
Okay,
But Apollonius is now a better man than he
a
was.
better man. Yep. Okay. Okay. This is now we're playing the game. Now we're playing the game of pull up the lyrics.
I just miss you, and I just wish you were a better man.
Yeah.
I love that song. Like that's one of my ones that I put on repeat and I, cry to it. Um,
I know I'd
definitely not
probably
a
better
favorite
off on
song.
my own than loving a man who didn't know what he had when he had it, and I see the permanent damage you did to me. Never again. I just wish I could forget when it was magic. I think it's Darrow getting betrayed by Apollonius
Like Apple.
Yeah.
and being like, like we could have been something.
I yeah. I still. I think I said earlier I put that one down for Darrow and Cassius because I feel like they're both about each other. They're like,
Yeah.
I wish you were a better man, or
Yeah.
maybe I didn't. Oh, I did.
Um my only other Ephraim one is the very end of the book, so I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna switch over. We got Lysander in this one. Lysander and every
Worst
girl.
Taylor Swift song.
No, so
Sorry.
I'm sorry to ruin one of her best songs, but you will see that I do that throughout Dark Age, especially. I'm gonna ruin some of your favorite songs.
I'm very concerned about that.
Lysander and every girl he's ever laid eyes on is enchanted.
Ah,
This night is sparkling. Don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew I was enchanted to meet you. And then the like,
Yeah.
please don't be in
Be
love with
one.
someone else. Like that begging of like, no, like every girl he's ever laid eyes on. He's like, please,
In
please be
love
in
with
love with me. Please
immediately.
be in love with me. Please.
hmm hmm
But in this book,
Yeah.
we especially get Serafina and his. I think is this the one with the flashbacks to Mustang?
No, I think that's that's
Is that
next.
Dark
No,
Age?
Lightbringer, isn't it? Because they're
No.
meeting again finally in the.
They meet and he comments there, but there is when they talk about like Aja taking him to the opera.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
when's that Crescent? Is that Iron
Gotcha.
Gold or Dark Age? See, they blend together. Even Crescent's
They do
questioning
blend
it.
together.
Like
Even
a
Crescent is
1600 page
questioning it.
book.
I think it's Iron Gold.
Yeah.
I definitely trust either of you better more than I would
Yeah.
trust myself. Yeah. I don't want to give any songs to Lysander.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
As I said, it's
like,
gonna ruin at least.
what's the worst song she has? I'm like, seriously, I don't think I hate any song enough.
To give it to Lysander. Dark
Like,
Age, I'm gonna ruin some.
I mean, Superman's not great,
Mm-hmm.
but even that one,
He doesn't deserve it.
too good for him.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing for him.
Yep.
There's probably like a really toxic one for him and Atalantia, right? Which, by the way,
Oh,
had no idea her name was Atalantia until I heard the two of you say that name out loud. I was reading Atlantia for like
yeah.
3 books. How many? When did
There's
she
a
appear?
sneaky A in there. There's a sneaky A.
Yep. I was like, Atlantia, not her name. Great. It's like the very least of my mispronunciations of Red Rising names.
Yeah.
But it's another. Yeah.
Crescent, did you figure out? Is it Dark Age or Iron Gold?
It's Dark Age.
It's Dark Age. Okay.
It's Dark Age. Even I can't figure that one out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like Iron Gold just whips past me that I'm like, what even?
What just happened?
Yeah. Well, because it's
Crab prison.
Yeah, the action happens pretty quickly, I feel like. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
so the next thing, and this is all of mine are the end of the book. Like I've got that the kids are taken.
Mm-hmm.
And so for that I've got Mad Woman for Victra. Of what did you think I'd say to that? Does a scorpion sting when fighting back? They strike to kill, and you know I will. Every time you call me crazy, I get more crazy. What about that? And when you say I'm angry, I get more angry.
Yeah.
When this is maternity armor, Victra, and take a drink because I think it's also don't blame me because love made me crazy.
True. She got a baby.
It's the baby. It's a literal. It's her little child.
Her little baby.
That's 2 drinks because it's
right.
don't blame me. And but yeah, like my notes immediately skip to the end of the book. I'm like, what happens to anything in here?
Yeah, I mean, Apollonius is such an interesting character, but
He is.
nothing comes. I don't know. Like I said, I was like doing more because your podcast is about relationships. I was thinking more relationship, trying to.
Yeah, and
we'll
definitely get into this.
Yeah, great friends.
No.
He's kind of out there by himself, you know.
Yep.
Doing
For
his thing.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any?
What?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, Crescent. Do you have any other? Just anywhere. I feel like we just need to skip Iron Gold almost at this point.
Oh, nothing new.
Nothing new. There
Just
you
for
go.
Iron Gold.
Just for the whole book?
Yeah. I guess.
All right. They tell you while you're young, girls go out and have your fun. Then they hunt and slay the ones who actually do it. Criticize the way you fly when you're soaring through the sky. Shoot you down, then they sigh. And she looks like she's been through it. Lord, what will become of me once I've lost all my novelty?
Is that giving Darrow?
A
I
little
actually, yeah, I
bit.
was just about to say, I feel like that's like Darrow is like, he's run out of goodwill with the public. They're kind of, because doesn't it end up saying
How can a
like,
person know everything at 18 but nothing at 22?
yeah, I mean, he grows up
Yeah.
and the song is about worrying about becoming irrelevant or unloved because you got older.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of where Darrow is in
Oh,
Iron
for sure.
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Good call. Oh,
That one
Crescent
worked.
for the win.
Accidental win.
I heard the lyrics.
Oh, you did? Did you look them up?
Well, no, you were saying them, and then I was like, wait, that's yeah,
Oh, because you flipped it to Darrow rather than Iron Gold just being nothing new. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I think it
I
worked.
like it. That's great.
Oh,
That's great.
yeah, yeah. Good one.
So my only other, I have two more notes. One being getaway car, because I really wanted to put getaway car somewhere, and I feel like it could be used in multiple places. Ephraim with the
Go ahead.
kids. Ephraim, when he's taking them back
Mm.
from the Duke of Hands and the kids, and especially it was The Great Escape, The Prison Break, The Light of Freedom on my face, but you weren't thinking, and I was drinking. And
Mm-hmm.
while he was running after us, I was screaming, "Go, go, go." But three of us, honey, it's a sideshow. And especially that last part is supposed to be like a love triangle. But I think them being a sideshow of like the most intelligent
Yep.
10-year-old on the planet, the most psychopathic 6-year-old on the planet, and Ephraim. Like,
No, Electra's 12.
sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Goodness.
No, I like it. That's
Yeah.
like a
Yep.
really, I mean, you weren't like super literal with it, but like, yeah, I wrote that one down for Victra and Darrow, like in the last books.
No. Yeah.
I feel like it's like, like she's kind of just running and trying to, you know, get out of it,
Yep.
get out of her. Nothing good starts in a getaway car.
Yep.
But no, you're better. You got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked her. That is a sideshow.
I just
Buy tickets. I'd buy tickets.
right?
No,
Right?
for real.
It
Mhm.
just somehow works. Yeah. All right. My last one will actually carry us over. I'm going to start it in Iron Gold. It will make a reappearance in Lightbringer.
Okay.
And it is My Tears Ricochet. And it is Cassius singing it to Lysander after his quote unquote death. Because the lyrics of even on my worst day did I deserve, babe, all the hell you gave. Cause I loved you, I swear I love you till my dying day. And then later, and you're the hero flying around saving face. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Cursing my name, wishing I stayed, and I can go. And then My Tears Ricochet. I can go anywhere I want, just not home. And you can aim for my heart, go for blood, but you will still miss me in your bones. And we'll in Lightbringer see the second half of it, which gets very. I think Pierce was listening to My Tears Ricochet when he wrote the like. I think Taylor was listening or was reading Iron Gold when she wrote My Tears Ricochet, and then Pierce replied with Lightbringer.
Chicken and egg. Chicken
Yeah,
and egg. Who's
chicken
who's
and
starting
egg.
this? Whose idea is this?
Yep.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes like on, and like I could have read the whole song, but it's the only thing is that it says the whole thing is like I can't go with Grace, and Cassius very much does go with Grace. He's got his honor.
God.
His honor does in fact remain.
It does. It does remain. All right. Any other Iron Gold before we?
No. No. Let's move on.
No. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Dark Age.
Dark Age. Again, I did not write these in anywhere of the right correct like order. But I think Iron Gold is where we start Victor on her vigilante shit, and it ramps up in Dark
Yeah,
Age.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely in Lightbringer, it ramps up.
Yes, Lightbringer, it
Yeah.
totally ramps up. Just the opening, Crescent, so that you are aware, is draw the cat eyes sharp enough to kill a man. You did some bad things, but I'm the worst of them. Sometimes I wonder which one will be your last lie. They say looks can kill, and I might try. I don't dress for women. I don't dress for men. Lately, I've been dressing for revenge.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
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 So
That's a Victor song.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
So I think
that's a vibe.
beginning, I'm just going to do the whole song throughout the book. The beginning of, like, end of Iron Gold, beginning of Dark Age is I Want Electra Back. And then we will eventually see her, I would say, sing it again about, oh my gosh,
Ulysses.
Ulysses. I was going to say Odysseus. I was like, that's not right.
Close. Close.
Whoops. Yeah.
I feel like everyone would have known what you meant, you know?
Yeah, it was like not Odysseus, Ulysses. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of it in relation to pity them, but we're not on.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely on some vigilante shit.
Yeah. But I think Harmony, and this is why I did not put this song involved in the drinking game. Harmony, I think, is also on some hardcore vigilante shit. Right? Like we've seen that all through.
Right.
She's got the red hand happening. She's got, right? Like
Tries to get Darrow to blow himself up with a radium bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's vigilante. She probably thinks it's vigilante shit, but she's like, it's not karma she's doling out. She's just being an asshole. Like, you know, yeah. Victor, at least, like, I don't kind of understand, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know that we find out in Dark Age that Harmony lost the kids to cancer. Isn't that how does she lose her kids, Kristen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not specifically stated, but yeah, it's basically implied that they died of cancer.
Yeah.
From radiation, right?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, because it's that idea of they had the medicine, you wouldn't give us the medicine.
Yeah.
And so that's why she hates the gold so much.
Yeah.
Is because you withheld. Yeah.
She's like not even punishing gold, right? She's punishing other reds and like.
Yes.
I just
exactly. You know, yeah, for sure.
Lost her way like real far, you know, way back.
Yep.
Way back.
Yep.
Golden Sun. She's been
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think all of both Victra and Harmony, it's like two scorned women, and how are you going to deal with that? Harmony takes it out on the Reds, as you say, while Victra knows who to actually target.
Yeah.
And goes after her victims, quote unquote, the people who wronged her. But yeah, which is why for all of the songs, I feel like a lot of the time, Look What You Made Me Do and I Did Something Bad could be both of them. Because of that idea of like.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah. Now, we're going to skip to the entire last end of the book in which No Body, No Crime, basically just on the name, is about Victor killing Harmony.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Victor didn't need a boating license when she was 15 because she just had a pit of vipers.
That's another thing I forgot until I was reading the wiki today. I was like, oh, yeah.
Killing
snakes. That's very
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 Reputation.
Reputation. Yeah.
But I wrote
No, you're right. That's a
Nobody.
good one. I did write down "No Body, No Crime" as like a Victor Mustang song because I feel like those girls, like good thing, my daddy making a polling license on my team. Good thing. Uh,
I know how to clean up
her
a scene.
sister's gonna
Oh,
tell,
it's
the cops
Claymore
that
was with me.
we were
Yeah.
together and give her an alibi. I was
Yeah.
like, it's two girls working to like get shit done,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one for that scene though. I forgot about the
It's
I,
one of the few deaths I can
I,
think of because I mean Pierce has the like if there's no body, they might come back from the dead
might
kind
be
of a
alive.
rule.
Yeah.
But that's the one that it's like there isn't a body, but like cuz she's in a pit of vipers. Like she's not coming
Yeah.
back.
Is
And she's not
no.
gold. She's red.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's
I don't know. You
done.
just opened up a can of worms for me. Like now I'm wondering. Like
Oh.
A can of vipers.
a can of venomous worms.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very large venomous worms.
Danger noodles.
uh,
I love danger noodles. No, I don't really want her
I
to come
had
back. I don't.
yeah.
There are people I want back. I don't care.
No.
Stay dead. That's fine.
Yeah. Um talk about Back from the Dead is the Abomination.
Ugh. He's another one who I don't want to
Yeah.
give him a song.
I'm
He'll suck
That's
going
you
to
in.
ruin maybe my favorite song that Crescent is aware. I don't know if you are, Jebs. That I use this song because I am a mastermind in a certain portion of my life. And I have to ruin it because Abomination is the mastermind. Because, like, Mustang, I would say, is also, but she's more reactive. And, like,
Yeah.
you
He's
get
not.
in Dark Age, yeah, in Dark Age, he's the one we learn as kids would make all the puzzles and she would solve them. So he's the actual mastermind. So when he manages to get her in his grip. So once upon a time, the planets and the fates and the stars aligned, and you and I ended up in the same room at the same time. What if I told you I'm a mastermind and now you're mine? It was all by design because I'm a mastermind. No one wanted to play with me as a little kid. So I've been scheming
I've been
like a
feeling like a
criminal
criminal ever since.
ever since to make them love me and make it seem effortless. This is the first time I feel the need to confess.
You did just
Um,
ruin that song. What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. I know. That's not even
Oh
the song I'm gonna
no.
like. I'm gonna ruin so many songs in the next 15 minutes.
But you're
You guys
right about
realize
it.
that when I
Huh.
hear all these songs now, it's just gonna be like, oh, that's Red Rising.
Good.
Dang, I was like, now I'm gonna
Good.
think about the fucking Abomination when I listen to Mastermind.
I know.
Oh,
And again,
because it
it was
works.
my song for the longest time because it worked so well and then I
Good
had to
one.
give it up.
For the Abomination.
All right, the
Bummer.
other next song I'm going to ruin in the name of the Abomination is well, you don't well, no, this is Evermore, but Tolerate It. As I think Lilith
Okay.
singing it to Abomination. I greet you with a battle hero's welcome. I take your oh my god. In distress. Oh my god. Why are you using so many words when I've had so many
Distress is
drinks?
only good fun.
And I sit and I listen and I polish plates until they gleam and glisten. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it. And I just like the Abomination wants nothing to do with Lilith, and Lilith is obsessed with the Abomination.
Like the grossest way possible. It's like
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
horrible.
it's horrifying.
Yeah, like sometimes you get to things and I feel like that's happened to me multiple times in these books is you get to it and you're like, I don't think Pierce could think of anything more fucked up. And then the next book comes out and you're like, all right, this woman, birthed a clone and now she's in love with it. And
Yep.
Yep.
no, that's yeah, that's a very good one for their
relationship, quote unquote.
I don't know. It's so gross. It's something.
It's yeah.
I wrote that down for a different relationship, but we'll get to it. It's
Okay.
not happening yet. Happening
Okay.
in life.
Well, can I ruin a different song with a worse relationship? Atalantia and Lysander. With everyone's favorite, Cardigan. Because Cardigan is about knowing people when they're young. And she knew him when she was young. So sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you, dancing in your Levi's, drunk under the streetlight. I knew you. Hand under my sweatshirt, baby kiss it better. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite. A friend to all is a friend to none. Chase two girls and lose the one. So she chases Lysander and Ajax and loses Ajax. And then kind of loses Lysander. When you're young, they...
Nephew?
Yeah. Actual nephew. Actual blood-related nephew. But I knew you playing hide and seek and giving you my weekends. I knew you. Let me just ruin that song for you.
I don't have major feelings about her, so, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you ruined it for somebody out there now.
Oh, I'm going to... Please comment below how much you hate me now for that one. And I am so sorry. Especially to Merlot, who loves to wear cardigans.
Does he love that song too?
I don't know. We never asked him. We're going to force him into wearing a cardigan, so I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yep. All right, what else do you guys have for... We've been jumping around all the way for Dark Age. What do you guys have?
It's Dark Age when we're seeing...
Message in a Bottle, surprisingly.
What's that from? Where's...
the obelisk. Sending it to... Mercury?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mustang sending the obelisks.
That's a... Okay, just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Oh, another lonely day with no one here but me. Oh, more loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I... Nope, this is the police. Oh my God, hold on. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Let me try that again. The drinking game's catching up.
That's one that I don't know very well, so I was just like listening to it like, it doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, no, hold on. I know that you like me and it's kind of frightening, standing here waiting, and I became hypnotized by freckles and bright eyes, tongue-tied. But now you're so far away and I'm down, feeling like a face in the crowd. I'm reaching for you, terrified. Yeah, I can see it. I think the police song matches even more. No.
Amazing. You can tell how late it is.
I'm almost done with
How many drinks?
Yeah. All right. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I put for this one, because I feel like I have to make a Bad Blood reference every book. This is when Darrow and Lysander finally see each other, and they trust each other for... Darrow trusts Lysander for a little bit, and then they got some bad blood. I think Alexander and Lysander with bad blood.
Didn't he kill Alexander?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But Alex trusted him first. They
didn't know who he was, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And same way, so then he ends up on the ship with Darrow, and Darrow's like, no, this guy's fine. It's cool. And then it turns out, no.
Nope. Yeah, and then he figures it out too late. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that your straw just
can't.
At the bottom. Like second drink. You don't get that because you haven't watched The Office. It's okay.
Nope.
The ice melts and then it's like second drink.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. No.
Pam Beasley. Okay. I realized I had Romulus died in the last book though, right? In Iron
He
Gold.
did, but you can say it
Yeah.
now.
I did. I wrote down love story for Romulus and Dido because weren't they like
Aw.
kind of like
Yeah.
star-crossed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They're
I,
like,
I kind of didn't remember it totally, but that's the vibe I had. Was it like they didn't, they got together despite everyone's objections, right?
yes. Yep.
Crescent.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I forgot about them.
No, that's a
In the
good one.
wrong book. We're in the wrong book.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about them.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably a few because they are one of the true romances.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a crazy ending too. There are probably like a lot
Yeah.
of better for them too. Like if I sat down and thought about them.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
as I was reading the synopsis, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's the Romeo and Juliet of the whole thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more for Dark Age. And it is Exile. This is the one where I'm going to bring up Exile. And it will be while Lysander sees Cassius pick up Darrow and fly away. So Lysander would be Bon Iver, and Cassius gets to be Taylor Swift. So Lysander says, I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You were my town. Now I'm in exile seeing you around. I think I've seen this film before. So he's just kind of taken back, being like, what the fuck? But Cassius, I can see you staring, honey, like he's just your understudy. Like you'd get your knuckles bloody for me. Second, third, and 100th chances, balancing on breaking branches. Those eyes add insult to injury. So I'm leaving out the side door. He is. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
I have given you every chance. I am picking up this other dude and flying off.
Such feelings. Yeah.
Yep.
No, that one works. That's a good one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah. Again, folklore is like not my,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in my base of knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. I tried really hard to talk about folklore over any other and Crescent can do this based off the song title, but I think I thought too much, is I really wanted to assign something Last Great American Dynasty.
I wrote that down for somebody, but I don't
Did
remember.
you?
I don't remember who.
Crescent, who do you think would be the last great American dynasty? It doesn't have to be American, but last great dynasty. And like Telemanus, but like the Julii?
I don't know. I think it's Augustus.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, no.
Because like for the most part, Mustang's still on top.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's kind of taking some hits, but
Yep.
Isn't that
What's
song
often?
about
Well, this is it. So this is I've asked Crescent for his input because the song is about the fall of because it's the woman
Kennedys?
who
Womp womp.
it's not the Kennedys, it's Rebecca Harkness. Oh my gosh. It's literally, it's a true story. Okay, so it is, she married into I think they were oil. Oh my God, what's it called?
Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna go pee while you tell this story.
fine. They're like oil. There's a name for that. Yeah, thank you. Oil tycoon. She marries into the family. He dies, so she's left everything. So she moves out to Rhode Island into a holiday house and literally throws like Great Gatsby style parties with like yeah. And so like all the stories like in it, other than in the song, Taylor sings that she stole the neighbor's dog and died at a key lime green. She actually stole the cat and dyed it a shade of key lime green.
Fun. I
Filled
mean,
the
fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was a producer, like she just funded most of the New York ballet. She just would bring her friends out for parties, filled the pool with champagne. Like she was a true like Gatsby style, like I have all this money that is my husband's that's died and I'm going to spend every cent of it. But
Okay.
her
Good for her.
house is the house Taylor now owns. So they shut,
Oh.
when she died,
Whoa.
nobody inherited the house. The house left empty for 50 years until Taylor bought it. So that is
Oh.
Taylor's Rhode Island house is Holiday House. So the whole song though is about like this woman who just like has the best time of her life.
Good for her. Again,
Yeah,
I don't get it, but
exactly.
like, you can't take it with you. Like,
Yeah. So
do it.
it's one
Have
of
fun.
those like I really wanted to assign it to somebody, but there is no like there's no one in the book that just spends out all their money and is but maybe it's quick and in Lightbringer.
And
Quicksilver
Mateo.
and Mateo of like, hey, we're leaving, we're ditching, we're gonna use up all our money
Yeah.
on this. We are the last great American dynasty and we're piecing out and we're
And we
taking
get to
everything with us.
start a new species of people.
Yeah,
It's
apparently,
just
right?
so weird to me. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's my
Like,
favorite song on folklore.
oh,
On
okay.
folklore, it's my favorite. It's just like a fun, and it's a true story, so it's like a super. And that's when
Definitely not
so
gonna
you'll
listen to.
see in the Eras tour when she sings it, the second verse has the because it talks about how she's like I had the it's that Rebecca Harkness had a marvelous time ruining everything because all these people who lived in Rhode Island were like, what the fuck is she doing? And then Taylor's the last verse is Taylor singing I had a marvelous time ruining everything and like I'm the loudest woman that this town has ever seen. Of like, I came in barreling in, and it's like,
Okay.
like I'm taking
I
up her
want to know.
legacy. So there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. All
Good for
right.
them. Good for
Anything
them.
else from Dark Age?
No.
No. All right. Um,
Okay.
Lightbringer. It was originally mentioned that Lightbringer should be midnight, so I made some connections. That's where my mind was the whole time. I made some connections to that, and then we can talk about
Who said
others.
that
But
though in the chat? I don't remember. Is that Merlot?
I think it was Merlot.
Yeah. I have such feelings about Lightbringer, you know.
I feel
Um,
like Lightbringer will end up being Tortured Poets department.
I'm interested to see where, you know, obviously what that album is. For me now, it's like Evermore. Like I just feel
Mm.
like, but I don't know. Lightbringer to me is so much Darrow's journey. Like that's what really hit me right here, and it stuck. Um, and so like Evermore, the song is a big.
Yep.
I felt that a lot for him, and that you know, and there's a lot of Midnight's too a little bit. I feel like Antihero kind of applies to Darrow. Uh,
Oh,
unfortunately, I mean, it applies to a lot of us, but you know, when he's not on his best day, he's got some anti-hero shit going on, you know.
are you gonna hate me if I say I put Antihero to Lysander?
I mean, I don't think he's like, I don't think he's an anti-hero. I think he's just a dick. Like, I don't
No,
hate
but
people.
I think
Like,
he thinks like I think the rest of us think that like I mean anti-heroes like mental health like it's that anxiety it's me hi
yeah,
I'm the problem it's holding me back but I think he thinks
I
that
don't think Lysander hit
he
that.
sings it no but I think he sings it thinking it's that but everybody around him like at tea time everybody agrees right like the rest of
About him,
us like
then everyone looks at
yeah
him and goes like, "You're such a fuck up." I
I
don't
think
think anyone looks at him and goes, "You're such a fuck up." Like, I think they look at him and go, "You're an asshole." Like, and there's
yeah
a
but I
difference.
think he's the problem no but I think he's the problem it's me hi I'm the problem it's me Atalantia doesn't like him at this point. Darrow, he's a problem to Darrow. He's a problem to Mustang. Even
Yeah, but they're all problems to, he's a problem to them right back. Like,
right.
the problem is like you're just like fucking your own self over. Like there's self-sabotage involved in the song. And
No,
Lysander's
I
not.
agree it, but that's what I'm saying is I think
Yeah,
I think he is literally like if you don't take out the self like he's the literal problem. Everybody agrees.
yeah.
And then I'll stare directly at the sun but never in the mirror. Like Darrow is at least self-reflecting.
That's what I'm
He's not.
disagreeing with you. Yeah. If you're like quite literal about the lyrics,
Yeah, and that's what I'm
like
saying I am. Like I've written but sings it ironic like he doesn't understand that he is in fact the anti-hero and he is the real problem. But I would think
there's a
sings it of
difference
like, oh, it's
between a
fine.
villain and an anti-hero, and he is a villain. But yeah, I mean like
But
literally the
yeah.
lyrics match, but the singer of the song has some awareness, some
No, but that's
self-awareness.
where I said at the beginning of like the intention and everything of
Yeah.
Taylor and of Pierce, like we're taking that out. Right? Like so I think you look at this song and I think he's singing it. I think he sings it thinking, oh, it's hilarious and whatever. But I think it's when everyone else is sitting around going, no, you are the problem. Like, you are, like, everything wrong. And, like, where it goes into, like, I'm the monster on the hill. You are the monster on the hill.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I
Yeah.
think if you look at it from I get where you're saying where it's Darrow, but where the actual like lyrics sit, if you're taking out it as
But I
like
still think, yeah, I don't think you can divorce the singer from the lyrics like that when
but
you're
that's
like talking.
that's the whole point of this, or else we wouldn't have
I don't mean Taylor herself. I mean like the song is about like self-awareness and self-sabotage, and she's like very upset that she's like I can't ever get out of this terrible cycle that I'm in. And that's why like plenty of people relate to it. And I don't think like Lysander feels like he's in a bad cycle. Like I don't even think he thinks he has anything wrong with him. I think
no.
he's like, I'm
That's
doing
what,
great.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying is I have it written here of like he sings it in the way the rest of us do, but I think
Unironically.
but everybody else is looking at it being like, no, you are the monster on the hill. You are where's the I just saw another line. Uh my covert narcissism disguises altruism like some kind of congressman. Right? I wake up screaming from dreaming one day I'll watch as you're leaving. Right? Like it's so as you read through it, it's if you take it literally, it's so Lysander rather than I
I don't
should
know. I
not be
heard
left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis.
that's
Like,
not Lysander. Lysander's not like there. He doesn't have any vices. That's his whole thing.
no,
He
but I'm
doesn't
saying everyone else is looking at him going, why don't you understand that what you're saying is in
But I'm
fact
saying
true?
that lyric does not work for him. He doesn't end up in crisis. He's like never in a personal crisis. He just constantly is like, I'm
I
doing
think at
great.
the end of
I
I think
know
at the
so
end of
much.
Lightbringer, no, I think halfway through Lightbringer when he's lost everybody, he is in crisis.
Not about himself. Like he's sad, but he's not like, I don't know, have I done the wrong thing? He like never really is like, have I done the wrong thing? He's like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm doing the right thing because I'm
Yeah,
gold. Let's do the right thing.
but
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like, yeah, some of the lyrics. He is the problem. He's the monster. He
yeah,
sucks. I hate him. I hate
yeah,
him.
and that's where I'm
I
taking
said,
rather than I think Darrow's almost past this. Like Darrow is looking in the
yeah,
mirror. Darrow is,
yeah, but even once, I don't know. Okay, this is, yeah, I think I'm like, I have a lot of feelings about that song. I feel like an anti-hero is one of the songs was written for people like me. You know what I mean? And so I'm like projecting that onto
yeah.
Darrow.
And I agree. Antihero is
yeah.
one of my favorite songs because I look at it with the like my anxiety and everything. But for the sake of the exercise we are currently doing, I think it's Lysander is who the lyrics, when you read it without knowing the lore in the background, is who it fits. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
I just hate him, so.
And that's the thing is I've done all of this. I think I've done all of this looking at how the characters listen to the music and relate themselves rather than how we are putting it on them. And that's why we end up with Tolerate Them and all these songs, Cardigan, that I'm ruining for people because I'm doing it from what would those characters feel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, one that I assume we will not clash on is Mustang is Karma. I'm going to say she's the one character that Karma truly works in her favor. Other than like the Day of Red Doves, but then she gets out of it. So
I scribbled Karma at something. Hold on. When I was reviewing what the hell happened in Dark Age. What is this?
yeah.
Yeah, this is Dark Age. Darrow burns off Lysander's face. I wrote, haha, Karma.
In that moment,
I think
accurate.
have a very
yeah.
I don't know if Karma. I was kind of thinking about. I mean, I feel like a central theme of these books is that people don't always get what they deserve.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, I liked it for
Aside.
that particular moment and facetiously.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, the song is so positive Karma rather than, so that's why I gave it to Mustang, because other than Day of Red Doves, she kind of, like, she always picks the right side of history. She always comes out at the end of it of like, that was some tough shit. I won. Like,
well, let's see if she makes it to the end of Red God.
yeah.
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 Karma's tough.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I need some help.
Yeah.
I did not have Ricky Bobby lines on my bingo card for tonight. So
Right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Ask me what I learned from all those years. Ask me what I earned from all those tears. Ask me why I so fade, but I'm still here. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's Mustang's like, I am still surviving. I am still here. Rather than the rest of them are like falling apart. And they're like, where are we? What's happening?
She has a lot of like self-confidence in herself,
Yeah.
and she knows exactly who she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna get it, it's Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I think you mentioned in our group chat of you're on your own kid for Cassius, and I agree with that. But I would also layer in Lyria, and I think during Lightbringer, that's why they get along so well, is because they both can relate to You're on Your Own Kid.
I had some songs written down for the two of them. I think all of those boys, everyone on the Archimedes in Lightbringer, Cassius, Darrow, Severo, are all having a "You're on your own, kid" kind of moment.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, I made it, kind of, and even if I have people around me, this is still me, and I've still got to get my shit together. But no, I like that for like Lyria for sure is also she's been on her own kid for like 2 books now.
And you say so the Archimedes, so we got Darrow's on his own kid, Cassius is on his own, Lyria, Severo in the last little bit, he's been divided from Darrow. He's on his own. And Ori, I would say, has been literally on a mission. Like the whole Archimedes is on her own. I would just like to hope that canon-wise, they have, and I put this down for Lyria and Cassius, but maybe Severo joins in with friendship bracelet making night. If they're all just sitting there making their friendship bracelets.
I wish they were. I feel like that's when you've asked people like viewers in the past, like, oh, what's your favorite ship? like literal ship and
Yeah.
relationship. Archimedes is my favorite just because of Lightbringer, because I'm just like, that is like a party and a
Yeah.
half. I know they're all miserable and like really bummed out and they're losing, but
Yeah.
I love them. I love that. What's it, 6 of them on that ship? 5? 1, 2, 3 boys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
5. I don't know. I have big feels about that trip. That
Yeah.
God, I wish they'd be there.
Yep. But yeah, because there were pages turned with the
Yeah.
Bridges bird. Everything you lose is a step you take.
you
I think
take.
they're all feeling that. So make the friendship bracelets. Take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid. Like, I think that just sums up.
People
Yeah.
have that, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. I
So
like
good.
the I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I thought that's a good one for them too.
Yeah. You're on your own, kid. You can face this. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. Yeah.
Did you say something? You said you put it for Illyria and Cassius,
Yeah.
not Ore.
No, because Ori and
No.
Daddy Omedes is everything that's in my head right now.
Oh, I like forgot about that shit.
Right? I feel like we could have.
Yeah.
Tossing a grenade into the trenches of friendship.
What? Oh, what?
That was me the night that the O discussion happened.
Oh, with the
What?
Daddy Omedes
Daddy.
instead of Daddy Omedes.
No.
Daddy
Daddy
Medes.
Medes versus Daddy Omedes.
Bond says Daddy Omedes, and that's all I want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I did not know this about him. We're gonna have a talk.
I have it on recording if you would like.
Sorry, Bond.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. I'm gonna sit with that.
Rub your brain.
No, Cassius and Ore, which I wrote as Aurora in my notes. So
Yep.
it's all to her Sleeping Beauty. It's fine. This is where I wrote down tolerated, because I kind of feel like she is kind of looking at him. I mean, it's not. Yeah, the vibe of the song I don't think totally matches them, but I feel like she's looking at him and like doesn't really want too much to do with him. She kind of is like pitying him a little bit, you know? Yeah. That's what I have for them. Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. And then for Lyrius and what the fuck is Lyrius? No one.
Their ship name.
Oh, but it's dead already. I'm a little sad about that. I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about the age difference. I don't feel great about it. But I was kind of like, maybe we'll see if like she grows up a little bit. We'll see where it goes. But obviously, bummer. There's a body. I wrote Sparks Fly. I wrote Delicate.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I wrote Snow on the Beach. I think he knows and Glitch. I just had a lot of them of like, because Taylor's got a lot of like first moment songs, you know, where she's just like, I'm pretty into you. This is, you know, the start of it. Maybe not.
Yeah.
And that's like all we got out of the two of them.
Yeah, for sure.
We just had all this promise. And then Pierce picked a fucking name out of a hat or something. He didn't pull the name out of the hat on this one,
no,
right?
that is not.
No, that one was.
That was a chosen.
About that.
Okay, I don't know how many of our episodes you've watched, but we talked about Casus Belli, or Casus Belli, and basically being a reason to go to war.
And that's the chapter name.
Yeah.
So he was probably destined to die from far before. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I get it. I'm just mad about it.
Yeah.
It like makes sense narratively. It makes sense, you know. Like, you know, him and Severo watching the old tapes from the Institute on the. I was like, damn it, that's like sitting around with your friends from high school and watching your High School Musical, and you're like, I was so young and pretty. Like, now you're just, whatever. We're
Yep.
30 at war. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. But I was starting to actually like him for, like the first time, basically. I was feeling like I was warming up to him in Iron Gold. But then Lightbringer, I was like, oh, you like got your shit together. Like you learned, you grew, and that didn't happen a ton
Yeah.
in the first series, I thought. So
No, I
and
completely
now
agree with you. And now he's gone.
we
Well,
always have fan fiction. That's the number one rule of fandom.
Yeah.
He didn't die in the fan fiction. So
well, before we get to that death, I've got another song to ruin for everybody,
okay.
which is Bejeweled for Atalantia.
No, that's
Mm.
fine. I
Baby.
actually don't love the Jewel, so
Oh, there you
but
go.
then what? Yeah.
Okay, but also, like, okay, ready for this, Crescent? Baby Love, I think I've been a little too kind. Didn't notice you walking all over Peace of Mind in the shoes I gave you as a present.
Oh no.
Okay. Putting someone first
That
only
ass is
works when
leather.
they're in their top 5. And then, by the way, I'm going out tonight. Best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can make the whole room shimmer. And when I meet the band, they ask, "Do you have a man?" I can still say, "I don't remember." Like, she's just so in between everybody that she's like, "Meh. Do I have a man? Nobody knows." Or a
That
lot of
song is
people
beautiful.
know, and then
Who cares? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
But
one for her. I think I wrote that one down for Victra, and then I was second guessing. I feel like Crescent, I have a memory that she doesn't wear makeup, but she does wear
correct.
jewelry. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I think I was like, I went there in my head. But
Yeah, she's obsessed with like jade. Like
yeah.
she wears a lot of jade, but she doesn't wear makeup because her
Mm.
scars are her makeup.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good for her.
And then it doesn't really work. But listen, I've gone 5 out of 6 books naming the book. So Bad Blood is for Fa. We've got Bad Blood.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I've killed this. No, I have a tiny bit left.
I killed my backup drink. I'm on just scotch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
God.
behind me and easy to. But anyway, so then now to get to the end of the book is I'm going to repeat of My Tears Ricochet for Cassius's second death. This time I'm going to use the quote, "And so the battleships will sink beneath the waves. You had to kill me, but it killed you just the same. Cursing my name, wishing I stayed. You turned your worst fears, and you're tossing out blame, drunk on this pain, crossing out the good years, and you're cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet." Especially, I think that you had to kill me, but it killed you just the same, as Cassie is saying, though, like, I will be your millstone.
Yep.
We haven't actually seen the ramifications, but I think that's going to be
Well,
the breaking
I
point.
also think Ransom is going to kill you for ruining that song.
Yeah.
That's like her favorite song. She brings it
Yeah.
up like,
Well, it is
you did a great job.
Cassius and Lysander.
They said it couldn't be done, and you gave it to Cassius and Lysander. It actually works. Like,
it works
counselor
so
has made a great
well.
argument. Huh?
It works so well.
It does. That's what I just said. Like, I can't fault you for it. That's great job.
Yeah.
Logic.
I'm gonna get so
Um,
many angry comments from this one of
It
how
are.
dare you ruin. And listen, you're lucky that I couldn't. No, all of my favorite songs did not fit into this. I couldn't bring in, like we
a
just
likely
discussed,
story.
Last Great American Dynasty didn't fit. Champagne problems. I don't know. London Boy. I mean, the whole fandom has canceled the song. It's still my favorite, but like couldn't fit that one in there. Uh,
I love London Boy, but I
I
feel
love London
no one
Boy.
likes it. I love it. I think it's a
It's
fun
the
little bop.
best.
Yeah, it's great. I don't get why people don't like it, but I like a lot of the little bops. I like
I
Stay,
think
Stay,
that's
Stay.
it.
People
Is
hate
like
Stay,
it,
Stay, Stay.
and that's Paper Rings. People
Yeah,
don't like because it's
I like
too
all of them.
sugar pop, and they're like, "Meh." But yeah, I couldn't. There's no way you
Love
can
them.
bring London Boy into this. The city
No.
of London doesn't exist. All of my favorites. I was like,
Totally
oops.
underwater at that point, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
radiation, isn't it? Isn't there? Isn't that
Yeah.
why they left
Oh,
Ireland?
oh yeah, Ireland's
Yeah.
irradiated, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I feel like London is not in a good place.
Okay, so
Not doing
I've
Okay.
got one for kind of the whole second series.
Okay.
Girl at Home.
It's true. It's true. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. You've got a girl at home and everybody
I
knows
want to
it.
see you turn off
Yep.
your phone and then tell her you're coming home. Don't look at me. You got a girl at home and everyone knows it.
Yep.
Yep. Basically.
Exactly correct.
Call a cab, lose my number. You're
Reaper
about to
going
lose your
dark.
Both Darrow and Severo. You have a girl at home.
Yeah, you
Yep.
do.
Severo, technically multiple. You have daughters, man.
Yep.
He's
There's
trying
so
to get
many girls
home.
at home.
He's trying to get home. It's Darrow who's like, what if we go on another adventure?
Yeah, what if we go so far away from home?
Darrow's like, but the opposite direction. It's going to be
Also,
great.
away from everyone you love.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but he also doesn't he put on the helmet again at the end of Lightbringer? Yeah, I like that. That was a nice moment too.
Yeah.
You know?
He gets to be
Yeah,
Ares. Yep.
yeah, yeah. And that wasn't
Yeah,
happening.
that's before the Fa fight, even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, yeah, that's one I've read it once, so
That's fair.
I have vibes. Like I
Yeah.
have vibes. That's what I have a memory of. Like 5 months later,
Broad stroke.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah. But I
No,
think
it's all
that
good.
is all of my notes.
No, I'm with you. I'm glad like I really don't think All Too Well fits anywhere, which is like I feel like
No,
everyone's favorite song.
I was
Um,
gonna put All Too Well with Ephraim, but it is a true breakup song. You can't like, and it's only because of the lyrics. Like I remember it all too well. I think he dwells on Trig's
yeah,
death more than anyone does, but the
yeah.
rest
So
of the
that's like the
song does
one
not
line. Yeah,
fit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's too yeah, love that song.
I'm gonna
Um,
do a quick search of like what is Taylor Swift's top songs, and let's see which ones.
like her best. I mean, are they like because it's kind of subjective unless you're saying like top 40, like best selling. You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Well, no, this is not giving
Yeah,
me because it's
because all of
also giving me
them.
ones she's written for other bands is coming up, which would have been interesting for us to
I've heard
include.
of some randos that she wrote with other people, but like
Yeah.
Renegade. Yeah, but
Um. Yeah, Tim McGraw. We're not fitting anywhere. Hold on, let's go on
I think I
Spotify.
did write Tim McGraw. I wrote
How
Tim
did
McGraw
you get Tim McGraw in there?
for Dara and EO again for like vibes of like,
Vibes. We are
when you
small
think of
children.
me, yeah, it's like first love, like we're not, it's just vibes. It was pure vibes. I wrote down like, yeah, oh my, yeah, yeah.
Oh, log in. I gotta log in to do this.
What are you logging into?
Spotify.
Oh, okay. Oh, like most listened to song? Is that what we're
Yeah,
looking at?
that's what I'm going with.
Okay. I bet it's gonna be the 10-minute version. We'll do that.
Oh, we're playing it.
Maybe not. Is it? I'm curious now.
Well, it doesn't actually do most listen to when it, because I
Damn it.
don't think Cruel Summer is going to be the most list. Like, it does popular and then it mixes in.
Yeah.
So while I find a list of that, why don't you go down your relationship ones? Because you had a bunch of overarching.
I did. We talked about a bunch of them. Let me see if there aren't any I hit in here. Oh, I wrote down for Darrow and Mustang, "You Are in Love," which is one of my faves. I liked the, you know, he pauses, then says, "You're my best friend," and you knew what it was. He is in love. I like
Yeah.
that. Like, oh, like that's just very sweet. I also like "Daylight" for them. I can't believe we didn't talk about "Daylight." I forgot about that one. That's another favorite of mine. That really is like almost literal. Like, I've been sleeping for 20 years in a dark night, and now
Yeah.
I see daylight, and it's you.
Yep.
Right? Like he was underground literally for like
Yeah, that's a
16 whole
great
years.
morning,
Damn
sir.
it. Yeah. "This Is Me Trying," which again I don't know super well, but
Yeah.
I feel like Darrow, right? He like really, he's not great at the relationships. He's got to psych himself up to
Yep.
vulnerability. You know. I also had "Slut" for Mustang. I
Yeah,
really
you
like that
mentioned that one. That's a good one.
one. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Did you find your list?
I did. So we got through most of them. So Cruel Summer, Blank Space. I Don't Want to Live Forever, which is the 50 Shades of Grey song. I don't know that one long
Nope.
enough. But I feel like that could
Probably
fit.
something Victra and Severin.
Yeah. Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey? Yeah. 50 Shades Darker. Sorry, 50 Shades
Yeah.
Darker.
Oh boy.
Antihero, Shake It Off, Lover, Cardigan, Style, Look What You Made Me Do, Don't Blame Me. August. We did not discuss August.
Yeah. It's gonna be you.
August, I'm pretty sure, is about an affair. Hold on. Yeah, but I see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time because it was never mine, and I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine because you were never mine. I feel like we don't have any lost loves in that capacity.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
don't.
I don't
August.
know.
Yeah. That's
Um,
again my album.
Delicate, which we
I put Delicate.
discussed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wildest Dreams, I mentioned from Mustang and Darrow.
I wrote that one down for Brynn Fitchner. Not like,
Ooh.
Mm.
yeah, because I
Yep.
think he's like seeing her again, only in
Yep.
his mind, and yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Um, you need to calm down. I said for Pliny's
So many people,
eye. So many people just need to calm
so
down.
many
You're
people
being
need to
too
calm
loud.
down.
Oh my god. Love Story we mentioned.
That's my word.
Me, I said for
Approval kind
Victra
of
the
song.
Gather. You
Sorry.
need to calm down is Lysander.
People calm down. Shut up. I hate you. Go
Yeah.
home. Sorry.
Yeah.
I hate.
Accurate.
I can't stand him. I want him gone. I know he's like, we need him there for story, but God, I hope he dies. Sorry.
Well,
I want him dead
You're in
real
good
bad.
company here.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Cry Sander.
Like, yeah, I want him
Yeah.
dead in like
Xander.
pain.
Yep. Yeah, Love Story we did. Me, I Knew You Were Trouble. Which, I mean, Crescent, did we read you? You said I knew you were in trouble. I feel like I knew
The
you were in
trouble goat.
trouble. Yeah. All Too Well. So we can't fit All Too Well into anything that works
It's
properly.
too good a song to like give to anyone. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. It's so great.
Well, and again, it's a true breakup song. It can't be switched
Yeah,
into a like I lost you through
it's a,
death,
it's a
which
very
is
specific breakup strong. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Enchanted, I said, was Lysander to every girl on the planet.
I think I wrote
um,
that one down for Cassius and Foray from his.
oh, that's a good one.
That is a
I
Yeah.
good
don't.
one. Yep.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I
think
just,
like.
him pleading of please don't be in love with someone else. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Uh, Karma, I mentioned for Mustang. Exile, we mentioned a couple times. The Man for Mustang, I think throughout all the books is trying to. I don't think she's trying to prove herself. I think she knows her self-worth. I think she wishes other people saw it.
yeah.
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 Ready for It. I don't think we brought up Ready for It. That is a Victra Severo coded song if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Let me bring up some lyrics for that one.
Sure.
Knew he was a killer first time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. Okay, it's none. There is no
Yeah.
no girls. But if he's a ghost, then I can be a phantom holding him for ransom. Some boys are trying too hard. He don't try at all, though. Younger than my exes. We do know he's younger. But he act like such a man. Does he? I don't know if he does act like a man.
No.
No.
I see nothing better. I keep him forever like a vendetta. I think she does hold vendettas forever. And him. I see how this is going to go. Touch me and you'll never be alone. Island breeze and lights down low. No one has to know. In the middle of the night, in my dreams, you should see the things we do, baby. In the middle of the night, in my dreams, I know I'm going to be with you. So I'll take my time. Are you ready for it? Anyway, it keeps going. I think every song or every lyric in this is Victra Severo coded.
Yeah. I think, I was going to say, I don't know about the lyrics, like, literally, but the vibe of the whole song.
Oh,
is
yeah.
very, if you actually hear it, it's very Victra. I agree with that. Yeah.
Lavender Haze. I think you brought up Lavender Haze at one point.
Yeah. I think that was like a Mustang
Yes, Darrow.
song in like Golden Sun.
Yep. We are never getting back together. I think multiple places. But friend breakups. It's not relationship breakups.
No, it's for death now.
It's to death. I forgot.
What? It was like the first death. Oh, is it you?
It was you.
Yeah.
Oh. Getaway car. I said for Ephraim. I also almost wanted to put it as when Darrow is leaving. It's in. Pardon? No, in Morning Star. Oh. In Morning Star, Darrow and Ragnar are leaving, and Mustang is like snuck onto the plane, and she's like hanging out, and she's like, "I'm coming with you."
Oh, that's Morning Star.
Morning Star, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I almost wanted to put it there. Yeah, mm-hmm. Hi.
But they've also got Holiday.
Oh, yeah. It's like a whole party of them in the Getaway car. Midnight Rain.
I feel that one, I don't know why, because I keep going and then reading the lyrics, and I'm like, no. But in my head, that's a Mustang Cassius song. Mostly for, I mean, I don't think it's like totally works, but I think she right is, yeah. You know, I needed more in my life, and you were never going to be that, and you wanted to be something I wasn't. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's not, it doesn't totally work. I keep reading it and going like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah. You Belong With Me, we said was Severo and Quinn. Paper Rings is Victra and Severo. Champagne Problems we cannot make fit. Tell us in the comments where you think Champagne Problems fits, and we will argue you probably because no.
I don't know anything about the song.
So the idea of Champagne Problems
Valley
is
Wrath Problems.
No, it's someone proposes. Oh, yeah. It's someone proposes, and in that moment, while they're like on their knee, that's the moment of like, this is not the person to be with me. I don't want to be with this person. But it takes into that moment. That's the literal lyrics is.
Yeah, but it's much funnier to think of it going with the rock.
It's so much funnier than.
You really enjoyed your literal interpretations.
I know.
Had a great time with them.
I'm glad to hear it.
Sometimes you just don't know the answer till someone's on your knee and asks you. But yeah, Valerie Roth, many champagne problems. They're also probably the last great American dynasty. They would fill a pool with champagne. That's who's filling the pool.
Accurate.
That's who's stealing the dog and dyeing it lime green. Yeah, that's who's doing that.
They're definitely the party family in the book.
Yeah. Bad Blood. Have we mentioned Bad Blood on this episode?
Yeah, most of my wine is gone.
I gave up. We did Bad Blood 5 times in the first episode, and then I put down the notebook. I can't tell you. Yeah.
Maybe someone watching will have done it.
Yeah. Gorgeous, I believe, was mentioned for Victra and Severin.
I wrote it down for Lyria and Cassius.
Oh yes, Lyria and Cassius.
Yeah, Cassius to me is like the quintessential gorgeous guy in the book.
Yep. Yeah. You're on Your Own, Kid is the Archimedes. The one I said was Lyria and Philippe. Bejeweled is Atalantia, or maybe Victra. Endgame is Victra and Severo. My Tears Ricochet is Lysander and Cassius. Get at me in the comments. Maroon. We did not talk about Maroon.
Maroon's a tough one.
Maroon is a tough one.
It's a breakup song, you know?
It is.
You know? And it's not even all that specific. The only one is the line that sticks out to me in it is, a week with your memory over me, that's a real fucking legacy to leave.
Yeah.
Like that belongs with somebody. Maybe it might be like a Victra Darrow song. Like, you know, she's like, I wish I would, you know, think of me for like one damn week.
Well, and the burgundy on my t-shirt when you splashed your wine into me. Like, that's a, like, I'm at a bar and, like, whatever, casual, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks, so scarlet was maroon. And then the mark you saw on my collarbone, the rest that grew between telephones. The lips I used to call home, so. But yeah, it's like that casual, yeah. I did something bad. We mentioned Snow on the Beach. You mentioned Mirror Ball. I'm only going to go to 50 and then we're going to call it.
Oh my God.
I forgot about Mirror Ball is not my favorite song.
No.
But it's kind of like I reflect back at you, everything you see. I don't think there's a character that's going to fit. Mirror Ball is 45. The Way I Loved You. I don't even know.
Is that a debut song? Hold on. I wrote them all down. Uh-oh. What the hell did my cat just do? She knocked something down. What the hell is it on?
I don't know. I can't even. Who knows? Moving on.
Is it a new? I'm looking to see.
But yeah. Anyway, after that, it kind of. We didn't include them for a reason. The fact that we're at 50 is. Good job to us. Good job to Crescent for staying alive during all of this. Thoughts and comments, Crescent.
What?
Just in general on Taylor Swift.
I'm looking forward to being able to connect these better.
We have ruined Taylor Swift for you. That's what's just happened.
Or did you make it better?
I feel like you've like made Taylor Swift better for me, honestly, with your literal interpretations. So thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy.
We never even talked about how red like you said it in your intro, but Red is in fact very like Red Rising coded. Do you want the
Yeah.
lyrics to Red?
Loving him
Sure.
was it's Love Red's a breakup song. Um,
It is, or could it be a death song? If we flip it all.
I feel like
Losing
Loving
her was blue like I'd never known. Missing her was dark gray all alone. Forgetting her was like trying to know somebody you never met. Beloving her was red. It could work.
EO.
Oof. Yeah.
Did you say that for EO?
For
Yeah.
EO, Darrow,
Yeah.
EO.
Yeah.
Remembering her
I
comes in
wanna
flashbacks and echoes. Tell
tell my
myself it's time, now gotta let go. But moving on from her is impossible. When I still see it all in my head, in burning red, burning it was red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Seems accurate.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
She did. She burned fast. Burned out.
Yep.
Yep.
I think
I don't
that
think
is
we've
it
got
for me. I think we have probably done this
That's about
subject
it.
to death until we get Red God and Tortured Poets Department and probably another album after that. Who knows at this rate? Taylor just
Yeah.
spits them out.
maybe it'll just be Reputation, Taylor's version.
Maybe.
Hold on,
There's a
you've like, huh?
there's theories that Debut will drop on the same day as Tortured Poets Department. We shall see in a week.
Debut? What's
Yeah.
debut?
Like
Oh,
the first
the
album.
oh,
We
okay.
need because at the moment the only thing left to release is her name and her reputation.
Well, we'll see. That's. I mean, I do have like an 8-hour drive to get to you, so I can listen to 2 albums in a row.
I feel like you're gonna show up and I will have
Nice.
listened to Tortured Poets Department once, and you're gonna be like, I listened to it 8 times.
Don't worry, because we're all gonna listen to it over and over again, going to Niagara Falls and on the way back, and it's gonna be
Perfect.
great.
It's gonna be good.
Are you so excited, Kristen?
Yes, absolutely 100%.
Probably won't do that. It's okay.
Depends whose car we're in. All right.
Won't be
Well,
mine.
no, you are flying in. Thank you everybody if you have stayed to this point and you are still listening to us. Thank you to
Yeah,
Meringue
good
for
God.
joining us at the beginning. We hope you are feeling better. Same with Dram and Merlot who couldn't join us tonight.
Mhm.
I'd say thank you to Ransom, but like you're not gonna hear this. Sorry. At some point you are. Hopefully some point you read
Mhm.
Lightbringer.
Thank you eventually.
Thank you eventually. Thank you, Jabs, for joining us this whole
Mhm.
time.
Been a pleasure.
Super
Yes.
fun.
It's been great.
Taylor, I love you guys. So
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, this was a while in the making. We started talking about this when? Like
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
September, October? Like it's been a while in the making for this episode. So we're very glad we could finally make it happen. Thank you, Crescent, for putting up with us during it.
Yeah, you're a
It was
real
fun.
trooper.
We
Swifties are
promise
awesome,
we promise to do Lamb of God and Red Rising next time, so I can be the one out
Oh
of the
boy.
loop.
What?
He only listens to heavy metal. Who knows?
That
Oh, it's a
false,
bit.
but
Okay.
that's fine.
I think Ubiquitous Synergy Seekers (USS) and Red Rising fits really well, but you know, it's a very Canadian band. It's fine.
Okay.
Next month our ridiculous episode is very, very related to what's happening next week of characters driving to the airport, picking people up at the
Yeah,
airport.
picking people up from the airport.
Okay. That's a good topic to explore. There's a lot. There's a
Yeah.
lot there. That is like the I love you. Like
Yes.
I picked you up from the airport. I picked you up from O'Hare
Yeah.
That's true. That's true
Yes.
love. You
I
picked me
picked
up.
you up but from Billy Bishop. I picked you up from the tiny airport. I have to pick Crescent up from YYZ at 5 p.m.
Oh God.
Yeah.
in Toronto
Okay.
traffic.
That's true love. That is true love. All right, I'm excited for that episode for you guys because there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack, so that
Yep.
will be in May. Next week, we will not have an episode because we are going to
Live
be
stream, baby.
live streaming on on the Saturday. And then the week after that will be another Sleepless in Sungrave. So make sure you send in your prompts for what love
Oh,
advice
yes,
or
please
other
do.
advice you need to give us, because the jar is getting empty because we kind of keep using it for like every random thing. We used it with Howler Pod. I just keep plucking them out of there.
Pulling
So
things out.
please refill the jar. Thank you, everybody. This has been amazing.